The theory
Yeah.
you brought forward, that you talked about, was called the polyvagal theory, and this deals with the vagal nerve. It's a lot.
Hmm.
I appreciate you putting that in a book, because this is probably the first time I've really, like, soup to nuts, just
Let's
read
talk about
through
it.
how it works. Right. So I'm very interested in this. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, I love the vagus nerve. I love the polyvagal theory. So the vagus nerve is an amazing network that allows our brain and our body to communicate at all times. And it has so many nerve fibers that it is such a strong and powerful tool once we know what it does, how to influence it, and where its baseline is at, essentially. So our vagus nerve is the 10th cranial nerve, and anatomically speaking, it descends from our brainstem down on either side of our neck and down through the jugular foramen, and then down the neck. It innervates as it goes down the neck, the ear section, the neck, our pharynx, our voice box, and then it goes down and it innervates most and all of our vital organs. And what the vagus nerve does is it gives the input of parasympathetic response. So essentially, when the vagus nerve is stimulated, it triggers the release of acetylcholine. And this allows the receptors, for example, the muscarinic receptors on the heart, to slow the heart rate down. And it allows the digestive tract to contract in peristalsis. So the vagus nerve is this powerful nerve that allows our internal organs and to enter a state of rest, recovery, and digest. But it doesn't do it. It's not that it's stimulated and then we're just resting and recovering for, I don't know, hours. It's a balance, a delicate balance between the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the role of the vagus nerve, and the sympathetic nervous system. So the vagus nerve is this powerful nerve that essentially has the power to regulate our physiology, and namely interconnected with that, our emotions and the experiences that we've had in our past and how they play into our organs and our body and our actions and everything around that, our health. And so the polyvagal theory is the theory by which this vagus nerve plays this important role, not just on our physiology, like literally modulating our heart rate variability, which we can talk about in a minute, but it has this powerful role on our emotional state, on the state of stress in our body, on the state of not being able to recover from stress. And so that's why looking at the body through the lens of the polyvagal theory is so powerful, because it gives us a lot of understanding on why a history of chronic stress, whether that be physical, physiological, meaning a history of viruses or bacteria, or psychological, um, give us this a buildup of chronic stress. And that impacts the role of the vagus nerve, because now it's not able to fire its messages of parasympathetic response anymore, because there's no balance in the body. So the sympathetic and the parasympathetic really become off balance.